Hey everybody, welcome back to the Steve Dave movie review here on the YouTubes. He's Steve.
And I'm Dave.
And we got two hot movies for you tonight. First up is 1980s David Cronenberg's Scanners.
And from 1994, Brainscan.
First up, we're going to give you some Scanners action. So Steve, give us a little bit of what is Scanners.
Scanners is Cronenberg's 1980 effort. It's about Michael Ironside is a, scanner to begin with.
There's only 230 of them in the world. In a world of 4 billion people. Shows you how old the movie is.
It's supposed to be set in 1985, and scanners are people with telekinetic powers that they can do a couple things. They can read everybody's minds.
They can control your actions.
And make shit happen and make your head fucking explode.
Telekinesis.
Yeah.
And telepathy and telekinesis.
Yeah.
Well, telepathy and telekinesis are two separate things.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's a little bit of both. And they happen to be quite gifted people with a...
It's almost like X-Men-ish. They're
except a little darker.
A little
yeah. A little cooler. But essentially, the movie starts out with basically a derelict, a homeless guy.
His name's Cameron.
Yeah, can't handle being around people. And he's brought in by a doctor, and
Dr. Ruth.
Dr. Ruth, and basically the doctor wants to use him to track his rogue scanner, who just so happens to be the most powerful scanner that they're aware of.
Michael Ironside.
Yeah, great sci-fi actor. Great guy.
Yeah,
Total Recall was awesome.
Method actor. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Method actor.
It's kind of the same dude and everything.
Yeah, yeah, not too much.
But he's a fine actor.
He's good. He gets it done. He's just a man.
I never knew he was a method actor.
I would get an autograph from him if he was at a convention. I would wait for that. I would do that. Yeah.
It's cool. His character, he drills the...
Yeah. See, I was reminded. I hadn't watched the movie.
Third Eye.
I hadn't watched it in a long time until recently.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, Dave, because we were talking about on the other movie, From Beyond. Yeah. Yeah,
with the part of the I forget the name of that part of the brain, and I forgot I own scanners, and I forgot to bring it so I could hold it up and impress the YouTube world with the fact that I own it. He owns it too. So
they're actually right there holding the camera.
Oh yeah, they're on the Brainscan. Damn. And scanners are. Anyway, the fact is we both just.
You'll see the
relinquish to you that we both own the movie. It's a great movie. I like one thing I really like about it is the acting with the actor Cameron. I couldn't figure out if he was a bad actor or if that was his style, but it was really cool because it's very 50s B movie style with his acting. Yeah. But he's very creepy with it
Blank
too.
look in his eyes. A lot of the time.
Yeah, and he's very creepy, but yet. That kind of hollow one-layer acting that you get in a lot of B sci-fi movies.
Empty vessel.
Yeah, and had I guess a cameo role from that actor who was in a lot of Cronenberg movies. Plays the artist.
Oh yeah.
That guy's in like every Cronenberg movie.
Okay.
And I forget his name, but he's just a naturally strange cat. He was perfect.
He's Cronenberg's LaFleurs.
Yeah, I would say so. But it was written and directed by Cronenberg.
Yeah, and I also learned that Cronenberg, when they started filming it, he hadn't actually finished the script. He was writing it as they were going.
Well, did you know, fun fact with that is how he finished it while he was going. Cronenberg never storyboards.
Really?
He always just block shots right before they do them.
Interesting.
That's the rumor.
He's got shit going, he's got it down there. Very confident director, I'm sure.
He's a great director, great storyteller, and
been at it a while, Mr. Cronenberg. And I would say this is probably, I haven't seen all this shit, of course, but this is probably one of his best known, most beloved movies, along with Videodrome and Fly remake,
Naked Lunch.
And there's others I forget that he made, but he made
The Brood.
That was pretty good.
You saw The Brood?
Saw it recently, yeah.
With Oliver Reed?
Yeah.
That guy's the shit.
Yeah, he's great.
He's the doctor.
The doctor.
Yeah. The movie's anyway, back to Scanners. Check out The Brood too. This takes the baby song.
Yeah. Real creepy
great
movie.
Fucking flick. But anyway, yeah, back to Scanners. It's a great sci-fi movie. It does have the old conspiracy theory, little twists and turns here of who's screwing who over and what the real plot is.
There's a corporation that wants the scanners.
And they want to stop the scanners, and they want to control them using a drug called...
Ephemeral.
Yeah, to look at the board.
I did.
I totally forgot.
Show notes.
I forgot the name of it. So, but you find out certain things involving the drug and the scanners and different scanners. And how many times in this fucking review can we say that word?
I don't know. But so, it's a good flick. Check it out.
It is really good. Really, Michael Ironside gives a great performance.
He
usually does, though.
Yeah, he doesn't usually miss.
So, look for his other great performances.
Total Recall.
V.
He was he had a surprise role in Terminator Salvation.
Yeah, he was also in The Machinist with Christian Bale.
Yeah.
So he played a dude with one arm.
Yeah.
Sorry if I ruined that for you. But anyway,
here's a shot.
We're just tearing up the reviews tonight.
Scanners from 1980.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Scanners. Here you go. Watch it. Right back at you with Brainscan.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the video. I'm Steve.
I'm still Dave.
He's still Dave. And right now we're coming at you with 1994's Brainscan, starring Oscar contender Eddie Furlong?
Little Eddie Furlong.
Little Eddie Furlong.
He's still Little Eddie to me.
Yeah.
And Oscar contender Frank Langella, the Guido Dracula.
Yeah. Brainscan is a horror / sci-fi movie. It came out, I'd basically say, when horror was pretty much dead as far as mainstream.
But grunge was on top.
Grunge was on top.
Was king.
It shows in this movie.
School.
Yeah. What do we say about Brainscan? It's a movie I've liked for a very long time. So much I remember going to well, Dave saw it in the theater, actually.
Haywood Cinemas.
Haywood?
Now, what is it? It's like an insurance place now?
It's a printing company.
I saw, but basically, they had a little thing on the radio, because they tried to hype it like it was Brainscan starring Eddie Furlong. He was still riding the wave of T2. And we showed up for the remote, and on the radio, they pumped it up like there were people with signs. We pulled up, there's a van, a Rock 101 van with the door open. Dude's just sitting there, bored as fuck. And we're like, yeah man, we're here for Brainscan. He just has a thing of passes, he's like, here. And literally, he's like, here. Yeah, there, go see it. And we're like, wow. And I remember watching it, and I left truly let down. I was so fucking like, that movie was nothing. And then he bought it, and
years later, you've come to appreciate it.
Yeah, I watched it again. It's a good flick. It's cool because it does one of those things like I don't know. I wouldn't go as far as to say an exploitation movie, but where it tries to show you where the future of something is going. Like remember when virtual reality got big, and they're like, this was
kind of
Lawnmower Man.
Yeah, it's kind of on the tail end of that VR push there in the 90s.
Well, this was that with CD-rom and video games.
And the motherfucker had a widescreen TV. Well, obviously his dad's loaded. You can see the house he lives in. But it's the widescreen TV far before anyone even thought of fucking buying a widescreen TV. It wasn't, flat like they are today, but it was a wide tube TV. It was pretty like, wow at the time. Well, who the fuck has that?
But it's also cool because it's like the predicting of CD-ROM is kind of so far. And virtual reality and all that. And that gives you a little, for people with a living memory of that time, it gives you a little nostalgia. And for people who don't, but are into kind of cool shit, it gives you some camp value, I guess.
90s camp?
90s camp.
You say?
I like his best friend, his total stereotypical
grunger.
Yeah.
Hey dude, check out the Fango issue, man.
Yeah, Buds for Life.
Oh, Brainscan, it's about a loner teenager who sleeps a shitload.
Eddie Furlong.
Eddie Furlong.
He was in a car wreck when he was a child. He's traumatized. And he wakes up at night to make sure the scar is still
there
on his knee.
And
he wears
basically,
sweatpants.
a lot of sweatpants, a lot of two shirts.
He made it out of high school. He's giving up on life. Wears sweatpants in public.
I mean, he drives a scooter. Right on. But yeah, he basically sleeps a lot, plays a lot of video games, reads Fangoria. He has a cool fucking room.
And yeah, he does. He has the room you wish you had in high school.
And the phone.
Igor.
Wow, I remember the first time I saw it, I was like, wow, that's the coolest thing ever. I really want one of those phones. It's kind of hokey if you watch it now, but
he finds like a little attraction in the new Fangoria.
Yeah.
It says this new game's coming out, and he's like, yeah, whatever, I've played them all, I've seen them all, I know what the fuck is up. So he calls the number, he's like, oh, it's a machine, whatever, yeah, my name's so-and-so, you can reach me. He's like, oh, hello, little Eddie Furlong. Are you ready to play Brainscan?
And the character on the phone is the Trickster.
Trickster. This is the gay...
The Trickster.
Don't want to offend any... This is the lame... Don't want to offend any lame people either. Fucking PC gay lame-ass people.
It's basically D. Snyder
is... No, D. Snyder from Strangeland.
Yeah, Captain Howdy.
Yeah, Captain from Strangeland.
Basically.
Meets, Ralph Fiennes.
Meets Steven Tyler. I don't know.
And he's kind of a cool character until he says his name, and you're like, oh
and
god.
He puts on the Primus and goes crazy.
And
Primus gets him hyped up.
But essentially, he plays the game, and in the game, he has to commit certain atrocities and do certain things in a time limit without getting caught. Turns out,
it's a twist.
It's happening for real.
Yeah.
And Frank Langella is then introduced as the investigator.
Very good. Very convincing.
He does really well in that role.
He takes it seriously.
He does really well. But watching it years later, I gotta give it some props.
Some props. The effects were really good in it.
We forgot to give stars to Scanners.
Oh, we did.
This is our show. We'll do what we want. I give Scanners 4 stars.
I give it 4 stars as well.
4 stars. I agree. Anyway, back to Brainscan. I give that a 3 solid. No, 2.5. 2.5 stars.
No, I give it 3. I used to have the poster.
I'll recommend it because you will be surprised. Even if you watched it years ago and you're like, oh, it's a hunk of shit or whatever. I'll recommend it because I think you'll be pleasantly re-surprised or some shit.
It's a lot better than a lot of the fucking horror they pump out these days.
Yeah, I like the fact that it's a very, very dated movie, but that actually works for it. But again, that goes back to if any of you people have a living memory of that time. You know, be a little
coming up in the 90s. Or,
yeah.
You remember the era, because you know, as Americans, we forget yesterday. So.
Yeah.
But this is let's take a shot for Brainscan.
2.5 stars.
3 stars.
2.5. 3 on a good day for Brainscan.
On a rainy day.
For you, little Eddie Furlong, I'm sure you're drinking right now too.
Eddie Furlong.
Thank you for tuning in.
This has been the Steve Dave Double Shot Movie Review video series here on YouTube.
Keep America strong. Watch more horror movies.
Watch more horror movies. Please do subscribe. We need more. And more movies to come as the months go on. Coming up, we got a Halloween double feature.
Yeah, special for Halloween. And we're going to surprise you by not doing any of the Halloween movies. I'll just go ahead and tell you that.
We're going to do a creep show.
Shh. It's a surprise.
And shh.
It's a surprise.
You have to tune in. Halloween Weekend. The video will be up.
Yep. Trick or Treat starring Gene Simmons and Ozzy Osbourne.
Right. Trick or Treat.
See you next time.
See you next time.